Hey everybody, Christian West here from ESL. I'm so happy that you tuned in to this season 2 of What Would You Do videos. In this season, Joe and I are just like the previous season, challenging each other with different questions and scenarios that we've gotten from you guys out there. As we all know, executive protection can be hard, it's never set in stone, and it's not always the most logical solution that's the best. I don't claim that we have all the answers, but we've been in the business for a long time, and we see a lot of interesting questions that we've been asked over the years, and that's what we're trying to do here. So if you like what you see, click subscribe, thumbs up. That really helps the channel so we can keep doing this, and we hope to build many more seasons to come. So support, please. It's appreciated. Get ready. Season 2 is going to be exciting. We have a bunch of really interesting scenarios, and we're going to keep dropping videos. So tune into the channel and enjoy all the executive protection tips that you can have here. Enjoy the videos.
An interesting question, just kind of pick your brain.
Okay.
You're working with teenagers, young adults, kind of thing, on a detail, taking them out, say after dinner, they're going out with their friends. What's something in your mind that you're like, I should have this, I should prepare for that, whatever it is. What are you going to prepare for specifically in that moment that most people maybe wouldn't think about?
Well, that's actually a really interesting question, right? Because we always talk about, we need to have an IFAC and we need to have all these things and we need all the different equipment, right? But one thing I always taught myself, and I teach all the people that I work with, is that something like a Narcan, for instance, is kind of a little bit of a controversial product, right? Because people think that if I go down and get a Narcan, which, by the way, you can get for free in most states because drugs is a big problem. If I go down and get that, a lot of people think, oh, I condone that my clients' kids do drugs. Absolutely not, right? If I had a Narcan with me, let's say that they go to a party and somebody ODs or whatever, why wouldn't I have that?
Right.
I don't say or think that the client's kids do drugs or condone that in any way, but if they go to a party with, let's say, 50 or 30 other teenagers or young men and young kids, chances are that there are drugs there. I don't know, but just like I carry my med kit or my tourniquet or whatever, why wouldn't I have a Narcan? Right? It's not controversial for me in any way.
No.
You can get them for free. They're super easy to use. The team should always have them.
Yeah, but it's what you said. If somebody sees you carrying that, they're like, I don't need that. Why are you carrying that? It has that, like,
It has that stigma on it, right?
I'm not a drug user. You don't need that kind of thing. And especially for something that is, one, over the counter, two, no side effect if you're wrong. Why wouldn't you?
No, and,
You know what I mean?
And there's also another thing that I've always been very kind of like, paid a lot of attention to. My morale, my political my political stand of view, how I live my life has nothing to do with work, right? I'm at work to keep people safe. So I'm not to judge on other people unless they hurt other people, right? I'm there to save lives and to make lives easier and whatever. So for me, carrying a Narcan and knowing how to use it and tell my people how to do it doesn't mean that I judge anybody or not judge anybody. It's just a tool. And I think in EP, we have a very, security EP or whatever, sometimes get a little bit of a too serious and too bad rep. And I think a lot of it also comes because we like to put our morals on other people a little bit. And I think we have to be very, very, very careful with that.
Yeah, 100%.
So